everybody, I'm Kimberly Turner from cookingwithkimberly.com, and tonight I'm making Curtido de Repollo. Now that might sound really scary and really awesome to a lot of people, but it's actually a zesty cabbage slaw, and it's El Salvadorian style, okay? Now when I lived in Dallas, we had a pupuseria in Garland, Texas, and it was unreal. And the salad that these ladies made with these pupusas, which are corn-filled, almost like cakes, tortilla cakes, with tasty meats and cheeses inside. Oh, they're so good. And on the side, they would serve you this, and they would give it to you in a little plastic bag for your side salad. This was awesome. So I'm making my version of it, and I'm making a half of a portion. Usually I would use a whole cabbage to do this, and then we'd use it over the week. But I'm using a half a cabbage because we ate half the cabbage last night. So I'm just going to really thinly slice the cabbage, or you can use a food processor and shred it up. So that's what you're gonna do first. Shred up all this cabbage. And we'll see you in a minute after I'm done all that. You don't need to watch me do all that, do you? I don't think so. All right. Okay, so you want this cabbage to be super thin, especially if you're not letting it marinate for a while. Now this should be ideally sit for 4 to 6 hours before you eat it, but tonight I'm kind of going on the fly. I might get an hour out of it, but we're gonna eat it the rest of the week as well. So slice it as thinly as possible, and we're good to go. Okay, so my cabbage is all sliced and shredded. Now save your little cores. You can put this in a little freezer bag in your freezer and save it for stocks and soups later. I have a whole bag full of veggie clippings and skins and things like that that are really great for imparting flavor in your broths and stuff. Don't throw all this stuff out. Put it in a bag, use it later, okay? Next thing's next. I'm going to shred a carrot. Just one. If you're doing the double batch, just double everything up, okay? All right, into your bowl. Now I'm gonna have to get a bigger bowl so that I can let this marinate for a little while. Okay, I have a bigger bowl now. I'm gonna dump all of this in here, the carrot and the cabbage. Now ideally, if you want to, you can put onions and you can put a little bit of garlic in here. I don't recommend the garlic. I think the onions are good. But tonight I'm not using onion. Not everyone likes onion. We're not doing that tonight. So there's my cabbage. Just for an extra little zingy flair, and because I have beautiful fresh cilantro, I'm going to use a little bit of cilantro and some fresh. It doesn't always have this in there, but the pupusas are also served with cilantro, okay? So you have your cilantro and your lime in a bag, and then you have this stuff in a bag, and then you have your pupusas. It's just heaven in a bag, really. And then they give you this fresh hot sauce that they use. Oh my goodness, so good. So we're just gonna combine the cilantro with the salad today. Now I'm serving this alongside some tandoori chicken wings. I know it's not El Salvadorian, it's not even Tex-Mex even or anything like that. This is a gorgeous recipe for tandoori wings. Make sure you check that out, as well as some tandoori Thai rice that's gonna go alongside. Beautiful, I can't wait to taste all these flavors. All right, so this is all in my bowl. I'm going to add half of a cup of white distilled vinegar, or you can use apple cider vinegar. Today I'm using distilled because that's what I have. All right, a quarter cup of water. You could use tea, you could use lime juice if you really felt like it. It'd be a little tangy, but it'd be tasty. You're going to use about a half a teaspoon of salt. Might even use a little bit more in here because there's a lot of cabbage. Half of a teaspoon of ground cumin. About 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground oregano, dried oregano. And a little bit of cayenne pepper. I'm gonna use about a 1/4 teaspoon because I also wanna use some chili flakes. That's your spice. Yeah. I'm just gonna use maybe 2 pinches of red chili flakes in there. I like having that little bit of chili in there. Some pepper if you like. This is the kicked up version. I'm gonna use about a half a tablespoon of olive oil. And if you like, which kind of gives it a little bit of its distinctive flavor, is just a tiny bit of brown sugar. I would say about a half of a teaspoon. Now that's the hardest part of this salad, is just getting that all ready. Now I'm just going to toss it with my hands. You want to make sure that everything is coated in that vinegar and water at the bottom, as well as the olive oil. Gorgeous. Mix all those spices through. Make sure everything's coated. Ooh, I can't wait to eat this. The little bit of carrots give a beautiful color to it. If you really wanted to, you could chop up a nice little pepper. It could be hot pepper if you want, really minced up finely, or you could use a nice, maybe a cubanelle or something of that nature, just to give a little bit more bite and a little bit more flavor. But it's on this. So now this is just like coleslaw. It needs to sit and it needs to like extract its juices so that everything is completely married. It's gonna be so lovely. Now instead of making you wait a couple of hours, etc., we're gonna try it right now. Mom's gonna try a little bit of this and get her some. What do you think, Mom?
Oh, that's really delicious.
Yeah, you like that? All right, I'm gonna try a little bit too. See if we're at the right spot with the flavorings. I like that. And as it sits a little bit more, Mom, it just gets just right. The juices come out, it's just a little bit more wet. So that's what it looks like. It's before it sits, and it's gonna look like this later too. Maybe just a little bit more. Look, that's Curtido de Repollo. That's an El Salvadorian zesty cabbage slaw. Love it. And there's nothing better than eating fresh raw vegetables, okay? You keep all the nutrients in there, you don't cook them out. Beautiful, right? So this is great for summer. This is great for any time. Anytime you need to pick me up for a nice, you know, fresh, raw side dish, like a salad, beautiful. Love this. So it's gonna go alongside this gorgeous rice we have and some lovely chicken wings I have here. Oh yeah, man, that's it. And the Curtido de Repollo. Come on, man. There's nothing better than that. Anyhow, that's it. That's all. That's how you make it. Make sure you check out Mom's website at ingridturnertoday.com. Follow me on Twitter at Cooking with Kim E with a capital E. Like the fan page at facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. My shows are on ifood.tv/cookingwithkimberly and youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly. And my site is cookingwithkimberly.com. That's it. That's all. Be a champion in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye.